Okay, I'm back. And it's like I don't even know what the problem is. I turned off and restarted the modem and the router. It seemed fine. Problem. Hey, did you get your thing in the mail? Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for sticking around, waiting for me. I should have known something was the problem because my computer was just like making these bing bong sounds behind me. And I was like, oh, it'll resolve itself. It didn't. You did get it? Good. I love sending those things out. I saw the little notification turn green, delivered. So I was like, okay, yay. Yeah, so I think I intimidated my internet by bringing these out, and it decided to like close everything down. So, all right, let's see. These are the new ones. Okay, to recap, I'm experimenting with nibs, like proper old school nibs. I still like my fountain pens, but these, they seem to be a little handier for some of the rough watercolor paper I was trying to ink over. And I washed these. You're supposed to, when you get new nibs, these are the new ones. So I didn't want to get another box of mapping nibs. These super famous Hunt 102. I got plenty, thank you, I'm good. All I need to do apparently is smash it with pliers, and then it'll fit into one of these things, my nib holder. This one is a Japanese version of the same thing. The mapping nib, very small. Nope, I got too many things going on. So I got these instead. So this is something pumpkin, and it's blue. Can you tell? Can you see that it has like a blue tint to it? And this one has a rose on it. Where is it? Oh, hold on, I can't even see it. Oh, it goes this way. Do you see the tiny little rose right there? So, for some reason, they cost less buying them individually. They didn't sell these individually though. What is it? Rosenbedern. Says highly elastic, tray supple. What is that one? Hold on, I'm gonna say this. It's hold on. Hochelastic. Muy flexible. Nailed that one. Yeah, and I like these both. Let's see if, oh, I restarted all my stuff. I had this all queued up, and if I'm lucky, it'll work still. So here, let's see. I don't think I'm lucky. Let's see. Update complete. Oh, well, thanks. Rose nibs. I want to go to jet pens. Is it? Hold on. I'll show you what I'm doing. Maybe. Who knows at this point. All right. And let's see. Shadow. Did you see that, Calamity? What happened? Why can't stuff just work? Okay, so we're on the right spot. Here, let's bring you guys along over here. Okay, so I'll show you the jet pens site because they have nice pictures and they have samples of how the different nibs look, and that's kind of what I based my purchase off of. Let's see, can you see? Yeah, so the bottom two, that's what I got. The 76 Rose, which is the silver one, and the Steno Blue Pumpkin. like they seem like the thickest, flexiest ones, in a stark contrast to these teeny little hunt ones that I have plenty of. So no more of that. Yeah, so jet pens, we'll see. So you're supposed to wash them because I guess when they ship these out, they coat them in either oil or wax. And I guess that's not very good to use like that. Probably the oil gets in the way of the ink. The wax gets in the way of the capillary action of the tines or whatever. I don't know, I'm making words up. So I washed them and I dried them off of my t-shirt because that was the lintest, freest cloth I had. But I'm curious to see, okay. I really want to smash this hunt nib and try to fit it in to my my holder. Which is the one? I think this is the one. Ah, oh, so itty bitty. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the yeah. What do you think? What do you see? Just shining scratches, right? Okay. So am I gonna squish this? They told me, a professional inker, fantastic artist told me this is what the pros do. So I don't know. I don't want to squish it too much and ruin it. Because, all right, all I need is just a tiny bit of friction, because it's just like a loose tooth. So it doesn't need much. See that? It just comes right out. All right, you guys ready? Does it matter? Like, do I go with, like, do I do it with the point, you know, keep it all flat together? How much do I do? This is a bad idea. You gonna show? No? No? Okay. All right. I give it a little squish. Am I squishing? Okay, I think I squished. Did I? I'm gonna give it a little more. Let's see. A squish. Squish. Okay, that's totally squished. Hold on. Is it? Oh, that's better. Is that good enough? Look at that. I think it might be good enough. Huh, it's still a little loose. Oh, decisions. All right, I'm gonna squeeze it one more squish. Okay, here we go. Squish. Oh, it made a snap. Did you hear that? Let's see. I think I squished enough. I just flew too close to the sun. Ah, you see that? Now it doesn't go in. Squish the other way. What's the worst that can happen at this point? Okay. Oh, this is done. This is done. Yeah. You know what I need? Like a dowel or something that has a little graduated. This will work. I'm gonna try to squeeze it open again. And I'm sure this doesn't affect the quality of this fine art piece. Okay, hold on. Try it again. Okay. Where art supplies go to die and be abused. Okay. I just hear Joel sighing really loudly in the background right now. That's fine. Okay. All right. So that's a firm. He's quietly judging your decisions. Yeah, that's all right. This was not my finest moment, but I got a lot of those. All right, so let me just try it, take it out. Because I'm gonna end up just, yeah, this one's, I gotta get a different one. Hold on. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right, who's my next victim? Here, let's try one more. Or what? Or what? Not use it because it doesn't fit in my nib holder? Like, I don't know what to do. So let's see. Now we know better, see? Just one little squish, and if it's good enough, it's good enough. Back to square one. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Oh, crud. I just made a little snap again. Okay, that's not as bad. All right, perfect. There, good, done. Phew. Look at that. Beautiful. All the other nibs are like shaking in their box right now. No, don't pick me. Where are we? This is like a horror movie. Look, see? Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. You're all safe. Okay, so this is, let's see. This is the Flexier thin nib that I liked. This is cold press watercolor paper. Oh, so you're not supposed to drag it sideways. Eric was telling me you just kind of spin the paper and you kind of do your thing. Let's see. But what if you want to just make ellipses and stuff? So this nib is pretty like flexible. I like this one a lot. This one will probably live in the nib holder. And this is one of the Japanese brand nib holder, nibs. Not that the leader. I think this one is, it starts with a T. I think it's this one. And it's similar, but a little stiffer. All right, so I'll be good and I'll rinse it real quick. I'll rinse you too. We did see a horror movie last night. It wasn't really horror, kind of. Weapons. Have you guys heard of that movie? It was really, really good. If you like that kind of stuff, you should go see it. It was fun to see in the theaters. So it was like a mix of horror, gore. There's like some cheeky humor in it. It was a lot of fun. It's not necessarily the kind of movie I like to see, and I enjoyed it a lot. So being that I was so rough with the nibs, I'm not gonna steal Joel's nib holder. This one's so pretty. Look at that. I think this is a Tokyo Slider. Always gonna make me laugh. Look at that. That finish. I don't have sweaty hands, so it's not gonna be all slick on me or anything. But like I said, I didn't earn this one today for sure. So you know what I earned? Like one of these jobbies. These plastic, come free with a bunch of nib things. So that's what I'll use. I think this is another Hunt nib. Yeah, hunt. Let's see. Hunt. 512. Bull pointed. USA. Extra fine. All right. So these new ones that I got are gonna take the place of that. Here they are. These are the ones I cleaned. So which should we try first? The Rosen Veteran or the Blue Pumpkin? Can I show these two? Whoops. This is Blue Pumpkin. This is the rose one. I think I want to try the Blue Pumpkin. I got extra cheap nib holders though. Okay. That's like a firm, that's like a tight fit. What about this universal one? This is from somebody's old architecture collection. Look at that. So I know for this one, I had to look it up. There's a notch on the top of the ring. That's where you put the top of the nib. But yeah, that's a better fit. You don't have to force that at all. Okay. So then the rose one, are you gonna cause trouble? Oh no, that fits right in. Okay, well then there, solved. Here's the new crew. Shaking in their little nib holders. It's okay, I'll be good, I promise. I super promise. Okay, let's see. So this, what did I say this was? Cold press? And this one is like the flexiest of my new ones, I think. Okay. What is the purpose of the shoulder cutouts? Is that for flexiness? Oops. I guess I didn't dip it enough. Or I pressed too hard. Yeah, I like this one. Wait, okay, hold on. Am I just not... It should last more than a couple of strokes, right? Let's see. Where's some typing paper? All right, let's see. So dip it. I dipped it. All the little holes are filled. See? I changed the focus. See the little middle holes filled? Really? Is that all it has? That's all it holds? That's weird. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see the rose one. Is it because they're for like like greeting card writing? So you only need to write Merry and then you can dip it? And holiday? Okay, this is the rose one. Ah, wow. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that. What do they call it? Hochalastic? Super Hochalastic. Oh, I like it. Ah, it's empty. What in the world? What in the world? This is not what I expected. Let me see what this one does. Here, this is the hunt. Okay. Okay, so they all do that. I feel like I got a lot more mileage out of these mapping ones. Shoot, I don't remember which one is which. Ah, mistakes were made. I think the dirtier one is the Japanese one from last week. So I'm gonna put a piece of tape because I'm gonna forget again. There, little flag. Okay. I just want to see how long it lasts. Is that what everybody likes these? I bet you that was twice as long. Maybe? All right, well then let's see. Let's see. Here we are. So I could put more. She needs her sign written out. She needs a little more wood panel stuff, wood grain stuff. All right, I'm gonna try the blue pumpkin. Where's a good place to not mess up? I guess like somewhere down here. I'm gonna forget all of the Vince, how are you doing? I'm gonna forget all the good habits Eric taught me last week. Yeah, that is pretty soupy. What have you been doing, Vince? I was fighting with the internet. I laid down a lot of ink right there. So then what? Yeah, we were talking about pushing versus pulling the nib. And it's empty. This is what I was expecting inking with the nib would be like. I was really surprised when I got the mapping nibs and they lasted a long time. I guess it makes sense if it's just going to lay down a giant thick line of ink. How much do you expect it to hold in there? Oh, look at dip, draw, says Chris. Welcome to the downside of dip nibs. Dip nibs. That's just fun to say though, right? Okay, so you're not surprised. I was thinking it was gonna be similar, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, and then I'm I'm undecided yet. Let's see. I was watching, Sandra Hope, she's a popular and really good inker, and she's a good artist as well, for DC Comics. And she was posting something on YouTube, and she was inking with a brush. It was a smaller version of this brush, this Raphael 8404. I think it's a number 2. This is a number 5. And her brush control is so crazy good. And it's just so satisfying to watch like a pro, pardon, this is not pro, but to watch a pro work on something like that. She was inking a wing of some sorts. She was trying to be, not break an NDA, but show some inking stuff. Super fine lines with her brush. And here I am, like, just struggling with nib stuff. But she's got the nibs too, and she actually, an older video of hers, she was talking about this one. This is like what's in your tool bag. It's an inker. Yeah. So basically, I just need to learn for myself. I guess I can't learn by other people's recommendations or take someone's word for it. I need to like feel the pain of trying other things and then realize, ow. So just like you said, it's this. I just took like 6 months to learn the thingy that you told me was true. It is kind of fun though, just making big chunky lines with this thing. Just gotta remember to dip. What'd you say? Dip, draw, dip, draw, dip, draw. Inking with brushes is great, but definitely takes practice. Ah, I know. What was I? Oh, okay. I have brush pens. This one, Anthony Wheeler uses one of these. He's another artist, does a lot of streaming. I can't, for the life of me, like master the light touch to get a thin line. I just smash it down so quickly, so everything is just super chunky lines. Yeah, practice, right? Here, you can see the difference between what I was doing before. Okay, let's set that right there. I just changed the focus. Why didn't you listen to me? Everything's conspiring. Look at that juicy line that's already bleeding because I don't know what I'm doing. That'll dry by next week. So these underlines and these little side lines were the ones I did with the blue pumpkin nib. Manny's just auto-posted a bunch of stuff on the chat. Thanks, Manny. Manny apparently had a lot to say. Chris, Joel's not laughing in the background. It's like sighing and like I think he's ignoring. He's just working right now. He's just can't handle he can't handle the abuse of the nib. All right, well then what? I could put darker ones here, finish that there. Dip draw. And try not to stick my fingers into the wet stuff. It has such a hook, little beak looking shape to it. You see that? And the first thing I want to do is like go sideways. Okay. Luckily this is wood texture. It doesn't matter. Let's see. All right. And then let's do like the old school comic hunt. What is it? What did I say it was? 102. The famous one. Here. Okay. It's all booby trap now. Don't go sideways. Actually, what Eric said was on the wood, the splatter might look cool. But since I'm trying to learn better habits, I should use the wood not as like a easy way to make mistakes, but just like training wheels in case I make a mistake. Definitely looks woody. I'm just kind of looking at it from far away, from close. That was me trying to use the giant one lightly. The giant one meaning the blue pumpkin. It's just again, the soft touch. I'm too Hulk smash with everything. All right, let's see. Let's continue with this. Not easy, but if I mess up with the wood, it's just gonna look like rougher wood. If I mess up with her face, then that's a little harder to come back from. Did I change my focus? Yeah. Sideways, like I'm not supposed to. I can't help it. I have to. So then let's see. Let's see how I feel about the Rosenferden, this guy. They all seem pretty treacherous. Like none of them are in it to help me. They're all like, I dare you to use me. Not like microns are just like, hey, how you doing? Let's do it. These things are like, you want some of this? Come at me. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's a nice big line. Hmm. All right. Let's keep going. Dip and draw, dip and draw. I'm about like 2 seconds from dipping my hand in the ink line. That's kind of interesting. Oh, dip and draw, dip and draw. Light touch. Can you do it? Light. That's still kind of, yeah, it's a chunk. She's a chunker. What was the other word? Très supple and muy flexible. I'm Duolingo like Spanish level 39, but only with reading. I can't come up with the words on my own. Okay, let's see. I'm doing the Hunt mapping nib 102 again. I'm looking for a favorite. I could see why the comic people like this Hunt one better. It's a more controllable, thinner line with thick abilities. I still can't get the whole only pull it or push it in one direction. So I'm trying to hide some of the thicker lines. Like this one right here was like out of control. Let's see if I can make it look like intentional. Let's see, who else needs some? Maybe this guy? Dip and draw. Dip and draw. When life gives you lemonade, tell life to take the lemons back. You know, sometimes you just really need lemons. Most of the time you don't. But like to put it in some fresh squeezed lemon in a bit of a salad dressing that you're trying to make, or some iced tea. But you never need like a tree full of lemons. And then every time I walk by a house and they've got like some lemons and they're on the ground, it should be required that they just have a sign saying whether or not it's okay to jump the fence or grab some lemons for yourself, because they're just there hanging out on the floor. That's food, kinda. We used to live by this place. I don't know what kind of lemons they were. They were like the biggest, knobbiest lemons I've ever seen. And we talked to the lady once about it, and she just seemed entirely annoyed by her lemons. I think she gave us permission to like grab some, but it just felt too weird, you know. Vince, what are your thoughts on grapefruit? Those are even harder to manage. It's like you either want to eat one for breakfast or what? Give me grapefruit juice? They're so weirdly bitter. And I forgot what, but they like interfere with some sort of medication too. Are you okay, Nib? Are you coming out? Don't make me squeeze you. Let's see. I'm gonna dip it in water and dab it. I'll try to take care of him a little bit. We're going to Tokyo Comic Con in December, and I want to go to Sakaido, the 6-story, 7-story art store, and get nib holders. I'm so good at inking with nibs. I need more nib holders. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I was reading about how Japan is soon gonna stop doing their tax-free purchasing stuff. They're trying to control some of the tourism being kind of a little much. Talking about separate prices, like tourist prices and local prices. The thing is, why did they have to say anything? They could have just increased the prices and given the locals a discount, and I wouldn't have been any wiser. It's like, I think they do that with Disneyland. If you have a California, or they used to, I don't know, haven't been there in forever, but if you had a California address, you'd get a discount. Make it seem like that, a perk for the locals rather than a punishment for the tourists. You're not at all dry. Here, I'm gonna write something right here. I wanted to use a brush. I wasn't super excited about inking up my brushes, but I got some contenders. These guys aren't gonna mind. What I got here, Holbein and Winsor & Newton University series. So, I think it's gonna be this Holbein one. Holbein? Holbein, right? I don't know. I think this is the one. Just like quick, messy strokes. This one's too thick. This would be nice for some washes or something. I don't think I want to do ink wash, so I think I want to do watercolor. Let's see. So everything is working now. Did I remember to turn all my stuff on even? Let's see. Okay. Advice. I'm pretty sure I spelled it right. Freead V-I-C-E. I need the little red squiggle line to show up under my pencil stuff. I was thinking, I don't think I want to blacken the exterior because then this line will disappear. Maybe it's just a darker color. One of my neat granulating colors.
Game over.
One of these maybe. Okay, I'm stalling because I don't want to write these letters. Oh, that just soaked up all of the ink. As long as I have enough room. Looks like I do. Advice? Is that with the S? I think it's the right way. That's done. If Periwinkle spelled it wrong, I didn't do it. She told me to. Oh, I don't know why I thought of this. I've been watching Arcane on Netflix. I haven't finished, so no spoilers. We're kind of in the middle of season 2. I like season 2 better than season 1. And so our plan is we actually got tickets to go see the final episode. Yes, that is correct. Thanks, Chris. We got tickets to see the last episode of season 2 of Arcane, a screening, and I think there's like a Q&A, and there's a poster involved or something. And I'm really excited about it. And like Joel had the foresight to get us these tickets before I was all that interested. I was kind of, I think Chris, you were telling me that you thought I would like that series, so I started watching it. And when he got the tickets, I was like, okay, cool. But now I'm like, yeah, let's go see it. So that is going to be Thursday. That'll be pretty fun. I don't know what to expect. So I have it planned out. We're watching 2 episodes a day, every night, except for the last episode. So it's going to be timed just right. So from going from not knowing anything, not even knowing if it was V or Vi, to like being like kind of a fan and looking forward to a special event. Okay, I'm a little jealous, says Chris. I'm pretty excited about it. Thank you so much for pushing me to see that. At Netflix, the co-creator, the executive producer, and the writer, says Joel. At Netflix Theater. Yeah, Netflix kept showing me like, watch this. I'm like, no, you're not the boss of me. And then Chris says it. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, all I want to do is scan this and color hold the letters to a different, like red or something. Could have did it with red paint, but I'm on a ink kick right now, I guess. I definitely put 2 of the those Raphael brushes in my shopping cart after watching Sandra Hope's ink demonstration. And then I remembered, like, nah, it's her. She's the magic, not the brush. I think I wrote exactly that on her post. All right, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be silly writing. The animation style is certainly different, but very painterly at times. That's what I like about it. It reminds me of coloring comics, just kind of that brushy render. I mean, at least the way I like to see it, and on occasions I achieve it, but you know, not really. Peter was really good at that super brushy. Peter Steigerwald, the super brushy style. The story is good, if complex at times. I don't mind complex. I'll try to wash this brush off a little. Take care of my things. Even you, Holbein, I'll take care of you. So yeah, it's an interesting show. This is Chris. Yeah, and I like how when they kind of go off the rails and do some crazy, more graphic, cartoony style, when there's a fight going on and it gets real like 2D looking almost. I like that. So this is forever just gonna be letting out ink. All right, well, hold on, who do we have here? Who needs a rinse? Now that it's inky, I don't want to wipe it on my shirt. That's fair, right? Oh, these things are so crazy. Well, yeah, I'm surprised. I shouldn't be. If something's gonna let out that much ink, you should expect that it's not gonna last as long. I haven't tried it on rough paper though. We'll see how it glides over all those bottoms. Do I have some here? Cold press. Cold. You know, it's all cold. Here, let's see. Ooh, this looks like something. Who are you? I found one. It's big though. I don't want to just use this for scratch. That's nice. That's like a whole little painting. Who else? Hold on. Just if I go deeper, it gets crustier. And maybe I'll find little pieces. Look, what did I tell you? Found one. Okay. So these are the mapping quills, and this one, wait. Are they? Or was this one of my fountain pens? I should have written down which one it was. Classy Sailor, I wrote. That's this guy. From last year. Nice. Okay, so let's see. We'll do the Rosenverden. Muy flexible. Yeah, it's muy flexible. I'm not supposed to go sideways. I just keep doing it. Okay, a very confused looking Dr. Sirius. All right, well, my own poor technique aside, still kind of cool. Okay, so then pumpkin. Let's see, pumpkin. Pumpkin has buzz on the tip. It's another thing to get used to. See that little white dot on the tip? There it is. It's off. Okay. So do these little shoulder holes contribute to the flexiness of the nib? Because they don't hold any ink. So then why have them there at all? Why not just trim it right there? I don't see why it would add structural integrity. Oh, I said I was gonna write here. I'll do rows here. And then let's see. This one, the pumpkin blue, is a tad bit more controllable for me anyway. I don't know, mine usually holds some ink. Oh, really? This one definitely is not. Do you have pumpkin blues and Rosenferdens? Oh, this isn't even more sorrowful. Dr. Sirius. I kind of like the pumpkin one better. It's less unwieldy. The rose one is just all gush all the time. This one seems like I have a choice. And empty. That's a silly hairdo. That just looks like an apple on top of his head. This is the Dr. Sirius that lives in the basement at the Goonies place. All right, not great, but actually I do like the pumpkin blue a little better. Different inks may vary due to surface tension. Yes, I have more than a few brows nibs. Lucky. I just picked the flexiest ones, judging by their drawing or their writing samples on jet pens. I figured anything else would just be more more of what I already have, like the map, the different map nibs, mapping. Okay, I'm just trying to blot them a little bit. Yeah, this rose one, super flexy. Okay, so let's see. Let's do, how dry are you? Are you at all dry? I'm gonna give it a squeeze. My thumb is already dark. This is why we have dark spots all over our walls. Jules' fingers look like this. Okay, that's kind of dry. I don't know, dry enough. Who's gonna tell? Let's see. All right, I have... Where did I put my new granulating watercolors? They're close. I can tell. Okay, everything but. What color was the box? It was white. Let's see. Got 2 more tries. All right, well, I guess I have to use one of my other mini granulating colors. Where the heck are you? As soon as I turn the cameras off, it's gonna pop up in front of my face. Let's see. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? With all the calamity in the beginning, I forgot to pull up my other chat. Let's see. Okay. There you go. Look, I even have a nice little spot for it. All right, so this weird teal cranberry one is one of my favorites. I rarely use that one. I think I used it for, let's see. No, I was gonna say I used it for one of these colors. I don't know what paper this is. It's very felty feeling, but that's how the granulation stuff came out on this paper. Kind of smoothed it out a bit. I think this one is that one, and that's her shirt. So let's see. So what do you think? The wood first or the outside first? I guess I could do the wood first. Finish a thought. Let's see. Oh, I might still have walnut ink. That might be interesting. Hold on, let me go check. Joel had it ready for me. All right, does walnut ink go bad? We've had this for a really long time. I don't see an expiration. Would it get moldy or something? Would it smell weird? I'm gonna smell it. Should I shake it? I'm gonna shake it. I don't know where we got this from. What does it say? Tom Norton Designs, Cambridge, Massachusetts. 8.8 pH, light fast, a naturally derived walnut colored ink. Huh? It smells like paint. Oh, and a little something else. What is that? Oh, what is that? Hold on. It smells like boozy paint. Like acrylic. Acrylic and vodka and sock. Wow. No more than I bargained for. Here, let's use Blick's Finest Red Sable. I gotta see. Do we have any scrap hot presses? It's not. It's a nice woodsy color. Just like a medium dark cool brown to my eye, to the my color. My lights are adding some warmth. Well, look at that. It's a work of art. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put like extra water in this little thing beside me in case I need to water something down. I figure, I guess maybe let's see what I could do. All right, I'm making a little concoction over here. This is what I've been touching my nibs on, which is probably bad. I bet you're supposed to use something soft, but whatever. So I don't have to use it full strength. Maybe I'll just make a little side quest of watered down walnut. It's always best to do these things over your art. Okay, so let's see what we made. Here you are. Obi-Wan Cody, I love your name. Is that India ink? The black was India ink, and this brown I'm making, excuse me, is walnut ink. I think this is just like the line art that I was using, or using my dip pens for. This is just generic Higgins India ink. And then this brown stuff I'm playing with, it's like an old jar of walnut ink that we have. It says a naturally derived walnut colored ink. I don't know. Do they boil walnuts and then squeeze it out or something? I don't know. send your questions to Tom. How have you been, Obi-Wan Toady? What time is it where you are? It's like 5:30 here. 5:35. I just want to see. I got a floaty in here. Get out. I want to see what I made. All right, that's good enough for something transparent enough to not hide all my wood grain, my beautiful wood grain texture. Same time, I'm in Cali. All right. I'm looking, thinking, should I erase some of this line, these under drawing lines I have? Let's see. Can you stay right there? I'll give it a go. All right, not too bad. Who else? Dare I? Oh yeah, I ordered more of these from the actual brick and mortar store. They were supposed to call. Good thing I reminded myself, because I don't have my, like, if it's an what do you call it? An unidentified number, I don't usually answer it. I get a lot of spam calls, but I'm gonna have to, or else I'm gonna miss out on these weird Milan, I don't know what, erasers. All right, nothing tragic happened. For India ink, should I use an acrylic or watercolor brush? I'm not sure. I think the I don't know if acrylic would matter. Watercolor would work. These sable brushes, you don't have to get like actual sable brushes. Synthetic ones would be fine. Oh, I've got synthetic. So I was watching an inker, Sandra Hope. She was using this brand, Raphael's Kolinsky, whatever, 8404, the number 2 size. And that's a natural hair brush for watercolor. I don't think it's for acrylic. Then something like this, a synthetic sable, it's kind of for watercolor, so that would work too. I guess, yeah, do you like inking fine lines, or you just do a lot of brushy illustration, ink wash type of work? I guess acrylic brushes would be a lot of synthetic stuff, maybe? Do they use natural hair for acrylic? Here's another example of synthetic. I know oil painting brushes are different. Those are kind of like, when I look at them, they just look like they're made out of hay or something. So this wouldn't be for India ink. It just, you could tell. It looks like it's for painting heavy media on like canvas or something. Yeah, I'm learning too, so it's I'll answer my best, but I'm kind of experimenting to figure it out myself. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I can't learn from other people. I have to make the mistakes. I'll get suggestions, and then I'm like, well, that doesn't make much sense to do it that way. And then I'll go all the way around the world to figure out, oh, it totally made sense now. This was why they did it, and this is what happens when you don't. But I have to do it myself to learn. Cool, thanks. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I wish I could be more definitive with help there. Most of the stuff I'm trying to learn is watercolor. So sable stuff, sable brushes. I feel like in the art store that section's kind of combined, and then the oil stuff is on a separate little shelf of those they're like diagonal shelves with all the little holes, all the little brushes live in them. They got them all corralled. I feel like they keep the acrylic and the watercolor stuff close. Here, let's see. Have you been drawing since you were a little pipsqueak? Yeah, I mean, haven't we all? Like, we all start off that way, and then other things kind of take our attention away from it. So some of us who end up with the artist jobs were just the ones that didn't get distracted from it, at least not long enough for our skills to get so far behind that we were unable to use it as a career path or something. Yeah, and then it depends on your family too. Some people are like, absolutely not. You're gonna get a real job. You're not gonna be a self-employed artist. Are you insane? So it's just a lot of factors. So you have an interest in Obi-Wan. You have an interest in doing inking and drawing in general. What do you do? How far are you along in your art journey? Let's see. Okay. So are we ready for this or no? Doesn't matter. Where's the inconspicuous spot? This bad part here where I made it all. It doesn't even look, that's probably the best part. I always, I'm too timid with my brush strokes and with my lines where they're always just kind of weak and that one's barely has any line weight. And then I'll do an accidental, really heavy-handed line. And I'm like, oh, you messed it up. And then it ends up being like my favorite part because it's bold and it makes sense. I already messed it up. That's okay. It's going to be darker anyway. The bottle said light fast. So I guess it's going to be like regular watercolor. But not, I mean, that's a big statement. Regular watercolor is all over the light fast map. I haven't graduated towards being able to remember which colors are hardier than others. Why do you keep making little driplets? Manny, why are you so talkative today? Just doodling, having fun. That's good too. Says Obi-Wan. Yeah, you don't have to make everything a career. Just have fun with whatever your interests are. And it looks a lot warmer on the screen.
Game begin.
I should let it dry and do like a darker stripe in some of the wood grains. Do you like abstract art? I appreciate it more the older I get. It's probably not my favorite because I like storytelling art a little bit more. So if the abstract art was really good, and it really kind of made me feel like, oh, that's like chaos or fear in the patterns of the art itself. I would like that. But just patterns and color, it'd be fine. But that's not the thing that I would gravitate towards. I do like color stuff. Sometimes it's the only thing I would like in a piece. We went to this a gallery opening for Heavy Metal magazine, I guess, and it was just a collection of artwork over the years and some album covers and things. And since it's not my thing, there was a lot of stuff where I couldn't really get how great it was to see it there in person. Like an album cover, for instance. I'm sure if you're a fan of it and you saw the original art there, you'd be like, that's amazing. But one of the pieces, it was kind of gray on gray on gray, but it was like some blonde warrior knight in shining armor type of deal. So everything was this shades of gray and silver, but with a little bit of blonde, with a little bit of bluish, you know, cool color. I really liked that one because of how they kind of stuck to that color family and pulled so much variation out of it. Yeah, it's not for everybody, especially the chicken scratch. Yeah, I'm trying to think of examples that I could say that were memorable. Sometimes I get angry. This would be just like, it looked like just a blank wall, some like eggshell white kind of paints back and forth and a little bit of bright white, maybe a little bit of taupe or something, and then ta-da, art. I'm like, no. I'm like jealous, like I'm working too hard over here. There's abstract art that's kind of interesting where it's made of like, it's not like paints on paper. It'll be weird carved acrylic paneling over painted, I don't know what. And it just creates a weird, interesting depth and color blend. Where did we see that? It might have just been some random gallery by Venice Beach or something. But that was really cool, and they lit it in a way where it cast certain color shadows on the wall. I like that. But not enough to want to own it. It's like, oh, that's cool, and you keep walking. This piece is coming on sick. You're too kind, Obi-Wan. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, I wanted to play with some nibs. I've got so many different varieties. I thought I had so many different varieties. Apparently I've got like 3 different sets of mapping nibs or something. And chunks of wood seemed the safest test for that. Yeah, I still want to put another shade of color over some of this wood plank. Like, I could get like a Payne's gray, like a watered down Payne's gray, something, or just like a cool gray, bluish maybe. And then just kind of get some of these side part, bottom part to kind of bring the focus up, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. I feel like I want a thinner brush, but I'm not. You know what? I should use it to practice. Don't press down so hard on this. It's not the brush. It's my Hulk smash technique. Let's try it. Just tip, just glide. Just glide. Look, see? Easy. That's all you need. Just a little bit. Just a little tickle tickle. There. Too much tickle. Let's get in there. Yeah, this walnut ink is really old and it had a bit of a fermented smell to it. I don't know. I don't think that matters. I don't know. They seem to mix paint with a lot of stuff. Does anybody mix it with alcohol? You can mix it with eggs and all that. I don't think people would want to waste their alcohol like that. Tickle, just tickle. Light touch. You have to whisper so you don't scare the bristles. There. Okay. Mixing it with egg sounds interesting. I keep saying it wrong. Egg tempura, right? Because tempura is food. Also is egg, but fried food. Egg tempura. Yeah, it looks nice. It just adds like a buttery warmth to all your color. But eggs at this price, in this economy, get out of here. I think that was one of our like a high school project or something, mixing that stuff. Just tickle the bristles. Who are some of your favorite artists? Let's see. Oh, Reign of Doom, Tony Sandoval. I love his watercolors. I love his drawing style. I got a couple of his art books and a couple of his sketches. His palette is just so kind of like, his actual physical palette of paint is so muddled and dirty, but it makes his art look so cool. I keep trying to dirty my palette and I just like end up cleaning it and it's not, you know, I want it all to blend like his. And his figure work, it's not based in realistic anatomy, but it's all consistent, so it's very strong because that's his world. And it's just bizarre subject matter. Yeah, I like him a lot. Being your own favorite artist helps. Hard mindset to get into though. Yeah, it is, because I mean, you have to find this balance regarding your own work where you don't want to beat yourself up about things that don't go well or all the ways you could improve, because that's never ending. But you also, you know, you don't want to be unrealistic with your expectations and then you get stagnant. If you think like, this is great, what else do I need to know? So yeah, it's like a weird mindset, weird balance, Vince. Who else do I like? to share some of the people I follow on Instagram in my Discord, because I can't remember until I see them come up on Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy makes chandeliers, octopus chandeliers or something. I love his chandeliers so much. But that's not like a painting inspiration, but for making cool, weird stuff. Yeah, I like to see people do stuff that it's like unexpected. Who would want an octopus chandelier? Apparently a lot of people, myself included. Okay, in case I forget. Sandoval is awesome, great recommendation. Yeah, I like him a lot. Okay, so what we got going here? We're ready for a little bit of, I should put the, I've seen real painters put the shadow color first, and I always tell myself to do that, and I never do. I just go for the actual color. So I should do the same, be consistent. Get this wood going. Okay, hold on. Tickle, just tickle it. That's what I'm gonna tell myself now. Yeah, and if I'm comparing papers, I definitely prefer cold press and rough to this hot press, which is pretty smooth feeling. Probably good for inking details, but it doesn't create some of that neat watercolor texture. So it makes me curious to think how it's gonna handle the granulating watercolor, if it's gonna. Sometimes the super absorbent watercolor paper, it doesn't accentuate the granulating colors because they all just kind of mush and melt together. Maybe this paper is not as porous and will let more things happen. I guess we'll find out. I don't really know. Yeah, it's not that hard to make wood look woody. If I'm finding out, I have to try real hard to mess it up. Don't tempt me though. I'm perfectly capable of messing it up. Just tickle like that. Oh, too late. Okay. Just glide below there. This might be better for one of my synthetic sable brushes to just do a nice smooth thin long line, because it's pointier and firmer. We should try it. Here, let's see. Hold on, rinse. Good brush hygiene. Gotta take care of my nice things. Okay. So the one I was showing you earlier, this synthetic sable, has a nice long tip, holds a lot of water, and it's springy and sharp. Springy, Springy and sharp. That doesn't sound any better. Okay, let's see. Yep, that's different. It's a lot easier to make skinny lines. Look at that. The right tool for the intended outcome. This is extra dark. What are you doing, brush? It's like holds a bunch more. I wonder what that is. It's it more readily deposits some of the walnut ink than the sable, the genuine sable, I guess. Huh. I have no idea. I'm making that up just from how it feels. Here, I gotta make some darker pieces on the other planks so it's not out of place. Doesn't look bad, it just... the brush behaved differently than I was expecting. Hold on. There. All right. The walnut ink, that walnut ink looks like coffee. It does. It's a little of a cooler brown to my eye, but still, yeah. It's like light roast and then dark roast from what I'm seeing. I bet you if you painted something with coffee, the color wouldn't be, it would fade or oxidize maybe, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't, maybe it's just like walnut ink. I think I like coffee too much to just use it to paint with. But yeah, you could picture, I think some artists, just to add some kind of texture to their paintings or sketches, they'll put like a coffee mug ring on their art. And it does, it looks like this stuff. It's like, why are you sloshing your coffee around so much that you got enough coffee mess to make rings on things? Okay. So I have made puddles, see that? Let's see. Here we go. This guy. Chris shared a link with us. Coffee Creatures by Cody Vrosh. Wow. Hold on. Let's share it with everybody. So I see colors here. Oh, let's see. Let's learn something. Control copy. And then... Where do you live? Over here. Enter. Okay. And then... find this. I actually figured out how to make a source selection, a different color to find it quickly. There, I did it. What? Okay. There we go. I'm trying to adjust it. All right. Let's try that. And then for you guys, so there it is. Coffee paintings. Let's read about it. What? Coffee creatures. Let's see. He doesn't say anything. It's just like, okay. I was thinking there was gonna be like some lore or some coffee. Like this is the matcha blend or something. Oh, there's another artist, Kitsune something. Oh, what's her name? She does tea dragons, and she just she just paints dragons with different types of tea. Story song, coffee creatures art. So is it all tinted coffee? Let's see. Watercolor about? Huh? There he is. Looks like he's planning something artsy. I'm just skimming through. Yeah, nothing about the coffee stuff specifically. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I love those colors. Huh. There you go. And I get to behold the glory of my walnut ink art. Ta-da! The brown washes and spills are coffee. He doesn't go into deep explanation or long stories. He's just an artist I know who does tea coffee paintings. Do you know him just from Instagram and following art stuff, or have you met him before? I have to ask because you know a lot of people, so it's not a given. Let's see. Yeah, still wet. good enough. All right, so then, let's see. As far as like the cool color, which I totally should have did first, but I never do. Who are you? This is my black ink. And, okay. Which one is the one I really liked? I think it's this one. No, it's the one I just pulled out for the inking explanation. Is it you? Slightly narrower of the same thing. I know, I think I'm just gonna try this 8404 thing. Okay, so blue-ish. Who do we have? We got like Payne's Gray. Where's my... Here. If I water this down, I could use that. Or I could just, let's see. Use it. That's not cool enough. Mix something. A little, Payne's Gray and Periwinkle. Maybe. You met him at several shows, bought some of his prints. Okay, let's see. Maybe a little lighter, more periwinkle. Yeah, I kind of like that. Less flat color, I guess. Something about the hot press paper, it's not as fun seeming. Maybe it just feels more like Bristol, all that stuff that I've used in the past, where the crazy rough watercolor, that felt like something different. That was a new fun thing. And then like a super light brown wash just to cover up some of the white. It's supposed to work light to dark, right? Just all over the place. Start in the middle and then figure it out. Obi-Wan told you this is not a tutorial. We'll figure this out together. Tony Sandoval, Reign of Doom, he does live stream art too sometimes, but I catch like the end of it or just a little pieces of him wrapping up, and I wish I could just catch him and then leave it on while I'm trying to do something myself. Kind of work and lurk type of deal. I'm just not on Instagram enough to catch things like that. Better to experiment and have fun. I agree wholeheartedly. This is the color I ended up settling on. Kind of a desaturated periwinkle. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we ended up with. So I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna dry it and then I'm gonna do the lighter color on top, just like a pro. And then we'll see how good these wood planks came out. I was thinking of I Paint Burbs. She was doing a really like nice and detailed piece, watercolor. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was watercolor. Was it acrylic? I think it was watercolor. I'm not sure. Anyway, she was talking about how you could tell if the painting is still wet. And I was thinking, I don't have that kind of patience. She was like, even if, well, or once the paint is no longer glossy and wet looking, you could still touch it and feel if it's if the paper feels cool to the touch, it's still wet and you have to wait. And I was thinking, no, I'm just gonna blow dry it. I don't have that patience. I'm gonna force it. But she's right. I mean, that's why her stuff comes out so nice. All right, what did I say I was gonna do? Take a lighter brown and try it out. Jamboree handouts. I saw that. It was gouache, I think. Wasn't that great? Yeah, I watch her every time I can catch her, and she's just professional. How you doing, Jamboree handouts? I'm glad you're here. Okay, you were lurking. Yeah, you can lurk. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt your day. So I watched her last year enter a painting in the duck stamp competition. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I could shout her out. I paint Burbs with a B, I believe. No, with an I. Hold on. Not suburbs. Okay, this will be somebody. Let's see if... Oh, I can't just do that. Hold on. I got this. I'm so good. Hold on. But okay. Okay, this time for sure. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so last year she entered this competition, and what it is there's this thing called a duck stamp, and it's not a postage stamp. I think it's like a license to hunt ducks or something like that, but it's a stamp. So one time she won as the person who did the art for the back of the stamp, being that it's not an actual stamp. And so she keeps entering to be considered for the front. And she streamed it live as they were doing judging. And it was really exciting. We're all waiting. And she was like, her number was about to come up. And we've been watching for a long, long time because there's a lot of entries. So everybody's like biting their nails because she's about to come up. And they decided to go on like an hour lunch break or something like that. And we're like, no. So they came back from break and they're just like, they just dropped the hammer on everybody, like a bunch of no's. So she's gonna enter again. She's fun to watch.
Game begin.
No, I finished with dinner, says Jamboree. Okay. All right, let's see. I was gonna get a lighter shade of brown and see what happens. I'm gonna mix it with this old periwinkle stuff just so knock it down a bit. How much do I need? I never make the right amount. Okay, what's this gonna look like? It's not the worst thing I've seen. Maybe a little more opaque, kind of watery. Yeah, it's better in my opinion than just having white paper hanging out. Let's see. Like this would have been a great first layer. Cover it all in this. Then you do something else. It works though, it's just wood. This is a good reminder for when I start going into her face. Then it might matter a little more. I think I could go over a little bit more with that walnutty color. This kind of looks bacony to me. It's losing some wood texture. I could fix that.
Game over.
Oh, speaking of bacon, I had some ice cream. Well, was it a few days ago, a week ago? Salt and straw. I don't know what you're doing. This delicious melon flavor ice cream with prosciutto. It's just like you'd imagine. I thought, well, there used to be a lot of bacon options at the donut shop, like a maple bacon donut, which is really good, salty sweet, right? But I don't like it so much with the ice cream. It wasn't bad, but it felt like stunt eating. Like, oh yeah, I had that. It was crazy. I wouldn't order it again. They have a lot of good interesting flavors, kind of weird ones. What is it? Zucchini, chocolate chip zucchini bread, which is actually really good. It had some sort of clovey flavor to it or something. Now I can't unsee the bacon. Yeah, I gotta own it. I did the bacon. Oh, someone said that looks great on Instagram. I missed that. I gotta catch them compliments when they come around. And Mike, thank you very much. Let's see, tuck that over there. Put that in my pocket for later. Just done eating. I love that. Yeah, salt and straw again. Last Halloween, they had a matcha with crickets and mealworms flavor. I forgot what it was called. I ate it. I did. You know what I did though? Like a little crybaby, I ordered a kid-size scoop. That's how confident I was. I got the smallest I could get. But I went for it. It wasn't just like a taste and then no thank you. I ate it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The matcha ice cream was really, really good. And the chocolate covered bugs, they had them chopped up pretty fine. So it wasn't like you're getting like spiky little feet or legs or anything. It was all chopped up. It was like nutty. It was nuts. That's what it tasted like anyway. Nuts. But like after you eat an ice cream and you have nuts in your teeth, you're like, there's a little nut there for later. It's like a bug. So if it's a bug and it's in your tooth for later, it's not the same. It is not. So yeah, I wouldn't order that one again either. Keep that on the shelf with the pork ice cream. But I'm always up to try a weird ice cream flavor. You're sort of not selling this for me. Yeah, I won't steer you wrong. I will eat it so you don't have to. The zucchini bread was good. Chocolate chip zucchini bread. You know what they have? Jamboree, they have a pickle sorbet. I'm gonna eat it, but I don't have high hopes for it. Should I? See here, this is the thing though. Do I want a whole scoop of that or just a kid's scoop? Pickle sorbet? It's called pickled cucumber, but what's the difference? Pickled cucumber is a pickle, right? I don't know. Yeah, this definitely needs like one more. After this dries, I'll put one more darker, kind of sharper line to reel it in a bit. Oh, I got that. There we go. I try that, and you can always go back for more. Yeah, the like a kid scoop. Do you like pineapple on pizza? Obi-Wan Todi, I do, and I will. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't know why it gets such a bad rap. A little sweet and salty. It's delicious. I have it every Monday. There's a killer pizza special down the street. Like I think it's $2.50 a slice or something like that. So I always get what do they have? It's called the Paul's, but it's I think it's probably like a margarita pizza-ish. And then I get a slice of pineapple Canadian bacon. I like it. I like the sweet and salty. You do too. Thank you. Obi-Wan, what's your thoughts on it? You don't have to like it. It's fine. I'll eat your piece. It gets like a bad rap. People they're like insulted by its existence. It's like peanut butter and jelly. They were meant for each other. Oh yeah, you like it too. Yeah, I think it's really good. Whenever, we don't go very often, but you know they have those all you can eat meat places where you have to put, they give you this little indicator where it's got a red side and a green side, and green means keep bringing the meat, and then when you're full you put the red side. So we go to those places. Someone someone has like an anniversary or birthday or something. My favorite thing there is their grilled pineapple. It's really good. The grilled caramelized whatever sugars of it, and they put some paprika or I don't know what. It's like, bring more of that. And they're like, okay. You realize this pineapple is costing you $80. Like Korean barbecue, it's a Brazilian meat place. Is it called Brazilian barbecue? Yeah, the Korean place is good too. No, this place is more like giant cuts of meat. Korean barbecue, they give you thin slice stuff that you kind of finish cooking on a grill in front of you, which is really, really good. If I'm thinking of the right thing. But yeah, but this place is more like beef and meat and like slabs of whatever, chicken. There's a salad bar too, but nobody's interested in it. Whoops, that's very bright. Delete. The worst thing about Korean barbecue is the line. There's always a huge line in front of the good places here. Brazilian barbecue sounds awesome. It's so good and really pricey. So that's why it's like, oh, so-and-so wants their birthday here. Okay, better save up. That's a lot of periwinkle color. We've been on the lookout for whatever, not necessarily, there's no such thing as a cheap place to eat here, but sometimes they have deals certain times of the week. That's how we found the pizza special. And apparently it's not a special, but they have a really good quality sushi at some sushi market down the street. I'm looking forward to trying that. All right, that's kind of what I'm going for. Like khaki color. Maybe it's, no, it's fine. You know what I don't have enough of? Lasagna. It's so heavy, but it's delicious. In-N-Out is still cheaper than McDonald's. Is it really? I don't get burgers at McDonald's. We do know that In-N-Out is a really good value. Yeah, if ever we go to McDonald's, it's on the way to driving somewhere far away and we want to grab a quick, like, McMuffin or something. Yeah, everything's out of control. So I've taken to downloading apps for certain restaurants. Just give me the free cookie, that's fine. I'll take it, anything, whatever you can spare. I love lasagna too, but yeah, the rest of my family isn't too into it, so I rarely have it anymore. Yeah, some of it, like if you go to a good Italian place, it's really, really good. It's not like it's light or anything, but there's a difference between frozen lasagna at the store, which is still really good, and then like a really good quality restaurant one. And I made both at home. So first I was like, I'm getting the good stuff. The what's cento or cento tomatoes, whatever. The whatever the highest quality of whatever it was, I got. And then it was just restaurant quality lasagna, and I made it. It was so good, and we froze some and we heated it up and it was still really good. So I figured you don't have to get super expensive canned tomatoes. So I just got whatever from the market, and it tasted like frozen lasagna. I was like, ow, well, that's not worth the time I spent on it. So yeah, it's just ingredients matter, I guess. let's see. All right, some of this I like, and some of it needs work. And it's like the confidence of line, the confidence of the brush stroke, and it mattered. And I'll point it out to you. Let me dry this off. That's dry enough. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Do I have the right focus on? Jamboree says, yeah, I would love to hear you talk through what you're seeing and thinking, because I think it looks really nice. Thank you very much. Overall, it's fine. You know, I mean, I don't hate it, but I could totally see where either I stumbled upon the right technique or I just felt confident and then I just kind of abandoned technique or something. So I'll show you. All right, this plank of wood, this is a good plank of wood. I'll tell you why I think it is, in my opinion anyway. So the line art, first of all, that's all wrinkly. So this, it's kind of interesting, like the thick lines and then the wood texture. It's not overdone, like you got like a couple little pieces here that kind of add a cute texture, this little curly piece, and this whole blank area, it kind of works. And then what I did was with my walnut wash, look at this big, nice, confident stroke I had. It's like, it starts off thick and it tapers off. And then there's like another little white part here. It just looks like wood texture, but simplified. It's not too fussy. Okay, and then in contrast to this one, I changed brushes, so it was behaving a little differently. So I've got like some weird kind of chunkiness. It doesn't really follow as well. And then in the middle, there isn't that confident kind of stroke that goes all the way across. It's like, it's a little more meandering. And even the line art, it's, it doesn't have that concentration of like thick and these like shapes that I broke up. Two big shapes here, broken up into little shapes. Here it's, you know, it's just all kind of the same. So this, it's fine, but that looks nice. That's okay. That's bacon. And that's my free advice. You want bacon? The wood is coming out awesome. Thank you, Obi-Wan Toady. Some of it is better. See, and then here's the challenge for me though. Pay attention so I do more of this since I can. And then sometimes I'm just like, I'm not thinking. I didn't really think when I did this and it accidentally came out nice. And then that's what happens when like fate doesn't align. So you got to keep your head in the game, I guess. Got to do that. It's a good lesson to learn on wood because it's still gonna work. It's still fine. But yeah, that's how you get better. You figure out what worked, what didn't, and why, and can you reproduce it? Oh, thanks. I can understand what you are saying or aiming for when you point it out. I would not have noticed, really. Yeah, I didn't either when it was happening. That's why I love doing these streams, because it's like I end up forcing myself to observe things in a different way. Because I have to maybe, no, I don't have to. I like to talk to you guys about them, about this stuff. And I end up, in the talking about it, I end up kind of accidentally memorizing things. I don't know. So let's see. I'll stream again tomorrow. And we will, let's see. We'll figure out what to do with the background. We'll see what I could get away with just putting a wash of cool granulating watercolor, and what needs like a little extra something. Is she in a box? Does she need like a window behind her to give her some contrast and pop her out a little bit? A pro would have planned that out ahead of time. Well, I'm just kind of fiddling around because I wanted to play with ink. So it's just kind of going where it takes us. Can you please do a 24-hour live stream? Can you imagine? I probably, I can't imagine the things that would come out of my mouth if I had to speak for that long. I would just be making no sense. I barely make sense now. I appreciate that you want that though. What can I accomplish? Yeah, that would be tough to do, Obi-Wan. Let's see. And thank you so much for the kind words. All right, so let's quit while we're ahead. Let's see what we got here. What happened? All my stuff got messed up when I had to restart. So let's see. All my stuff is disorganized. Okay. I could touch that. And let's see. Bring that up. Perfect. All right. So then I will thank you guys for watching. And yeah, tomorrow, same time, 4 o'clock. And I will finish this little piece. We'll add some more stuff and I'll pick my favorite nibs or something. But thank you guys. Thank you for coming back after all the internet hiccups. I appreciate it. Thanks for the stream, Obi-Wan says. Thank you very much, Vince. I appreciate you coming around. Thank you so much, Jeremy Handout, and Chris and Shadow and whoever else. Oh, a Web of Chaos. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care.